Okay. Hello, welcome to another episode of Queer There Everywhere. I'm Glitzy Von Jagger, and on my sofa today, I have the gorgeous, the fabulous, the sensation, Eileen Eiffel!
Crowd goes wild. Thank you. Everybody sit down. Later.
Later on, don't touch. Look, but don't touch.
No touch.
Touch.
Touch me everywhere.
Everywhere. Consent to everything.
I don't need to give consent.
Do you prefer it without?
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there. How are you, darling? How are you really?
How am I really? I have an ear infection.
Oh.
I'm bunged up.
Oh, yeah?
But I've done my tax return.
Okay.
And I feel like now the year can start.
Yeah. And now you're ready.
Almost.
Almost.
Getting there. I'm like that butterfly just twitching inside a chrysalis.
When do you come out? When does Eileen...
I came out years ago.
I think everyone probably knew, did they, darling?
Yeah, I don't think I needed to come out.
No, how was that?
How was it? Coming out?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Really nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I've always made myself a promise. So that's the thing. If you make yourself a promise, you've got to stick to it.
Yeah.
And I made myself a promise that when I had a boyfriend, that's when I would tell my parents.
Okay.
And it was when I was at university.
Yeah.
And back in the days before mobile phones.
Mm-hmm.
So people would have to call your landline at home to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at my friend's 21st birthday party.
Yeah.
Surprise birthday party at the Celtic Manor.
Yeah.
Hotel and Resort.
Nice.
Newport.
Nice.
And when my parents picked me up afterwards, they were like, "Oh, someone's been calling for you, Jamie." And I said, "Oh yeah, it's a mate of mine who's at this college, blah 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 blah." And I went, "You're lying to your parents." And you always said to yourself, as soon as this was the scenario, you would tell them.
Yeah.
So I went, right. Went into their bedroom, told them, and they were lovely about it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Was Jamie the first kiss?
Oh God, no.
God, no.
Absolutely
There was
not.
many more.
It was, wow. I can't remember the first boy I kissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old were you? Do you think it was like...
I was probably a bit older. I remember the first girl I kissed.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Claire Wilson.
Claire Wilson.
It was at a party at my house.
I kissed a girl. I didn't like it.
No, not
Like, it was just
no
like...
cherry chapstick.
No cherry chapstick. It's nice. It's like, oh, it's very soft and lovely, but didn't get no butterflies anywhere.
Did you not?
Nothing. No.
So I've been out with girls.
Have you?
Yeah, my girlfriends.
Okay. Would you consider yourself still bi, or are you like strictly...
Oh God, no.
Strictly dickly now?
Strictly dick.
Yeah. Just a little experimental.
Well, I grew up in the valleys of South Wales.
Yeah.
There were no options.
Yeah.
So you had to get it where you could.
Yeah, I feel that.
I remember, in fact, I lost my virginity at a party. And there's photographic evidence.
Oh, what? Of it happening?
Yeah, because somebody burst in doing it and took a photo.
Who has the photo?
I don't know. Matthew Williams, I think.
Matthew Williams. Everyone rushes to Google. Eileen Eiffel.
He's a doctor now. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised Boots even kind of printed the photo, because back in the days before video phones and all the rest of it.
You had to take it in.
God, I sound so old when I say that. Video phones.
So grown,
No,
darling.
you had to take it. Yeah. What do you call it?
Developed.
Develop. Get the film developed.
Yes.
Film.
Film.
Girls.
What
a film.
What a concept film. Where's the name come from? Eileen Eiffel.
Well, you're saying it wrong. That's probably why you're not getting it.
Okay. Put me right, girl.
Eileen Eiffel.
Eileen Eiffel. Okay.
Now, does that make more sense?
Okay, yes it does.
So,
yes.
I am, well, I'm going to go as far as to say, I am the UK's leading amputee drag queen.
Yeah.
Maybe Europe.
Yeah.
Maybe the world.
Maybe the world.
Wow.
You're the only one I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm the only one I know. Really, well, I once spoke to somebody online who was starting off in drag, who was an amputee.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was like doing it as a professional drag queen, but just wanted to try doing drag.
Yeah.
So I completely discount her, and I don't know where she is. Like, maybe she's dead. I'm sorry if you are. In fact, you wouldn't even know that I was doing this if you were dead, would you? Let's go. I'm going to get a bit metaphysical about it.
Yeah.
So it comes from the fact that I've only got one leg. So Eileen.
Yeah.
I fell.
I did not know it was from that. Obviously, I knew you were an amputee, but I didn't know that it was I fell. Okay, that's it. You're so funny. I mean, I'm normally blonde.
Good job you've got trainers.
I know, right? I just... someone to pick up the pieces, darling, and thread it all together.
Or just put it in a box.
And how was the journey with that? With being an amputee, with the drag?
Oh, so, God, this is a very long story. Maybe pause, get yourself a cuppa,
Yeah.
come back to this.
Okay.
So, I lost my leg the day I moved to London.
Okay.
So I studied veterinary medicine at university.
Yeah.
Left that to start drama school at Mount View.
Yep.
And the week before starting, I was moving down to London, where when I was taking the first load out the back of the van to move into my flat, a car went off the road, hit me. I actually thought somebody was taking the van, driving it off, because that's all I felt was the van going.
Yeah.
But then realised, I can't stand up, because both my legs were broken.
Mm-hmm.
So my right one was just snapped. I couldn't see that because it was under the car, but my left one was jeans ripped open, leg ripped open, bones all sticking out.
Wow.
And so, I woke up after being airlifted to hospital to be told I was an amputee.
Wow.
Mm. So that's how it started.
That's how it began.
But then I took 2 years out to literally get back on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to drama school.
Yeah.
Did all the dance classes. Got the second highest score for jazz. Thank you. Says a lot about the year that I was in. And so I got my little journey of acting, performing, singing. And by accident, I got into drag.
By accident?
By accident.
Fell into a powder puff?
I fell.
I fell.
Well, I was leaning and then I fell. No, it was a party, which was a drag queen themed party where everyone went as drag queens.
Yeah.
And somebody that I knew that was booking me for doing cabaret gigs and stuff as a boy went, "You doing drag now? Because if you are, I've got some work for you."
Okay.
I went, "I'll take it."
Yeah, work.
And so that was my start as a drag queen. My journey as a drag queen.
Yeah.
Very different drag queen though then.
Yeah.
Before RuPaul's Drag Race, in fact.
What was, how has it been different? First of all, you're so inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I don't know, I know some differently abled people don't like it when people say that or whatever because they feel it can be a little bit condescending. But bitch, you are fucking inspiring.
Thank you.
It's fucking cool. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, to go back to Mount View, to dance, second highest, to be doing drag, to be walking around in heels, bitch. Like, come on.
I'll stop
it's no, girl. You're fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I didn't even know until I saw you out drag. I had no idea. No.
Well, I heard a lot of people. In fact, one of the loveliest ones I've done a night where I was performing, and then I talked about it, and this woman got so excited because she was an amputee, and she's like, "Oh my god, I had no idea!" And then she was showing me her leg, so I was showing her my leg. We were comparing legs, but not in a sexual way. And yeah, it's really lovely when people go, "Oh, it's so lovely to see you up on there." Up on there? I'm not on top of somebody, like on stage, performing, being very open about it.
Yeah.
It's me. It's part of who I am.
Yeah.
And to deny it would be silly.
And embracing it and celebrating it and talking about it and holding space for it, which is what this podcast is, and sharing it is just so fucking cool.
Thank you.
Bitch. Yes.
Oof. Yeah. That reminds me of a whole thing.
What whole thing? not the no. I'm not sure where this is going to go.
When I first moved into my flat I live in now, my neighbours upstairs, Simon and, oh, bloody hell, I can't remember his name. Anyway, it was actually a cool name.
Yeah.
And I remember once he went like this to me when he saw me at the front door. And so if you do your fist, and me being me, I went, ah.
Yeah, no, I've done that. You know when people start with like the first time, you're like, yeah. Or when people try to do like cool handshakes, and I'm like, oh, I don't. Yeah.
So from that moment on, I was like, I will never be able to see those people ever again. I need to hide.
I feel that. Yeah. The anxiety of it all.
Oh my god, the social death.
The social anxiety, the fear. So how would you describe your drag for people? For those that haven't had the pleasure.
So, visually, visually it changes. I have so many different I love doing a look.
Yeah.
And I love putting a look together, and I love making the look.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those old school queens that likes to style their own wig, which is not a very good example.
It's gorgeous.
Make their own clothes, do their own makeup, do everything. I'm one of those. My toxic trait as a gay person is that I think I can do everything. And I do.
Yeah.
Not necessarily well, but I'll have a bloody good go at it.
Yeah.
And I love doing that. I love putting it together.
Yeah.
And then people go, "What, you made that?" I go, "Yeah, I did actually."
Yeah, no, you're great seamstress. And the voice.
Oh, well, not too much today, but yeah.
Yeah, the singing voice, darling. Yeah.
I'm a trained professional.
Yes, man you, babe, man you.
Scholarship student.
Yes, oh, same as me.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor people that wanted to act.
That's what I said. I got the poverty scholarship.
Well, my scholarship was the Peter Coxhead.
Who's he?
Well, he used to be the principal, but the fact that he's called Coxhead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's the nice one.
I love it.
That's correct.
Yeah. Did you enjoy Matthew?
Loved it.
Loved it.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I would do it every day of the week, every year, if I could.
Yeah.
I love rehearsing. I love that. That's my favourite time, is being in a rehearsal space.
Yeah. What's the thing you've done that you're most proud of in your career?
Ooh. So I filmed a short film last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Do you know what?
You like to say?
Well, I can't remember the name of it, which is really bad. But it was with Mr. Tinder.
Mr. Tinder.
Well, he's known as Mr. Tinder, Stefan, who is he was the most swiped man on Tinder.
Oh!
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, did a little short film last year with that. It's not out yet. I'm dying to know when it's going to be out.
Are you in drag? Are you out drag?
I'm in drag.
In drag.
I'm in drag at the bar chatting to him and putting my little 2 penneth worth in.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Which I absolutely love doing. So I've not done that much acting recently.
Yeah.
And I realised just how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I love acting as well. Yeah, it's nice to use the things that we were trained in.
Yes.
In a space of being able to just be ourselves and not be, in these little boxes that casting directors put you in.
More like a drag queen.
Well, I guess they are. Yeah. But it feels like I have some autonomy over it. I don't know.
But I think, I was having a chat with a friend last night, and I think acting is going more and more towards you play yourself.
Yeah.
And because they don't ask anyone to do something they might be uncomfortable with, everyone's now afraid of upsetting everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you've got to get out of this. I really want people to be offended.
And loosen up.
Yes.
And it's not that deep.
I know.
It's really not that, there's real things going on,
Well, this friend is doing an improv course where, the start of the course, they have a contract where you're not allowed to offend anyone. So if they go, the scenario is this, and someone goes, well, actually, I'm uncomfortable with that scenario, they change it. And I'm like, that's not improv anymore.
It's not improv anymore. And then also, as creating art,
yes,
it's like, well,
it's censoring. So improv is all about being free and in the moment. And as soon as you start censoring yourself, you're second guessing, and that's no longer free, and that's no longer improv.
Yeah.
So I just think it's crazy.
And we should be able to laugh at everything.
Now I feel like I'm starting to get old. It's PC Gumma, that is PC Gumma, the work. No,
I love the wokeness, the empathy of it, but it is a little bit, we should all be able to
You should have enough common sense to know what is offensive and what isn't without being told. Or people then taking it too far.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. If somebody makes a sexual reference in an improv, go with it, make it funny, interpret it.
Yeah.
Don't get offended that somebody said something sexual. It's just like,
yeah.
Do you know what? When we talk to each other and in everyday life, how many times does the conversation come around to sex or something sexual? It's something that we talk about as people.
It's the only reason we're here, because somebody had sex. It's like reframing it all in a sex positive way and everything else. And I think it's the intent and it's the nuance. And people have lost the art of knowing the nuance and the intent behind it. And,
yes. One of my favourite jokes, well, it's not really a joke, is every time you celebrate your birthday, you just have to remember you're celebrating your mum and dad having sex.
I mean, tea. I mean, yes. Round of applause. I mean, and who doesn't love sex? I mean, I guess some asexuals.
I can't remember what it's like.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
I'm single. I'm available. I'm pretty easy. Slide into my DMs and let's see what happens.
You heard it here first. Get into her DMs.
Get into anything.
Yeah. What sort of guy do you like?
Do you know what? Right. So I've always loved a Mediterranean.
A Mediterranean.
I love a Mediterranean, Spanish especially.
Yeah.
But lately, I've got a little guilty pleasure.
Go on.
Have you watched any of The Traitors US?
I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Wait, which one? Wait,
season 3.
Yeah, no, I'm on it. Wait, there's quite a few fit ones.
Wow, Wes.
Which one's
Wes
Wes?
is the ginger one with a beard.
Oh, they're like
From
the
challenge.
Viking-y one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like that, I never thought that was my type, but I was having thoughts.
Oh, I love a ginge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like me.
Yeah. Baby. Well, you know what they say about gingers?
They burn in the sun.
Burn in the sun. And you got a higher pain threshold.
Yes.
Yes. And back in the day when I did a bit of legwork with the gingers and
well, yes, we are gifted.
Yes, that part. Yeah, honestly.
Also Welsh redhead. I'm like as Viking as you could probably get. That's not from Scandinavia.
Yeah. I mean, I like all the boys. I mean, she's a married woman now, but you know, can still have a little
still window shop.
Still window shop. I love the Traitors. You did the Claudia Winkleman.
I did.
It was amazing. It's on YouTube.
Find it.
Yeah,
I've done a whole
brilliant
parody of.
Yeah, it's
Humour
really good.
By the Killers.
We have a new one tonight, don't we? But I was so sad when Bob the Drag Queen
went. No, I wasn't. Because I was like, you got cocky. Is that cockiness? Where they thought, I was like, you're rubbing everyone up the wrong way.
He was very cocky.
He wasn't manipulative.
No.
He was more bullish.
Yeah.
Or bullish, I should say.
Bullish, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess like the comment about Zac Efron being a shit actor was a little bit. I think that's what put the nail in actually, because they were all a bit like. Oh.
Well, he was calling Ryan like, Dylan?
Yeah,
is it Dylan Efron? And he was calling him like a little bitch boy.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's a bit
what? If people called you a big faggot, well, that'd be wrong. But it's like if you're going to start slinging insults at people, I'm like, you're going to rub them up the wrong way. People don't want to be in the same room as you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want, because then you allowing everyone else to do that, and like I don't know, with like straight guys, it's like I wouldn't want them to call me a faggot unless they're pulling my hair
and spitting in your mouth. Oh.
Oh, what fun!
What time are we finishing? I've got time for you.
I've got time for
There's a new grid around here to get on.
There's a new grid, a little meet and greet with Eileen Eiffel.
I know the dips at the back on this one. It's easier because up front.
At the front. Easy.
Which I should have kept on backwards like I did earlier. I can't believe I put my cat sit on backwards before coming here today. So imagine you've got your boots on, cat suit, corset, everything's on, and then you realise it's back to front. I've got to take it all off and put it all back on again.
It's the worst.
And I've got the wig on and everything now.
Yeah.
So I'm sweating like you wouldn't believe, panicking because I'm going to be late.
I'm always late in drag.
I try not to be.
Yeah, I'm always, but like I try not to be, but it takes hours.
It does. So I like getting ready at the venue.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
No, because then I know I won't be late because I'm there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's always that kind of. I've got this in time blindness where I never know how long anything's going to take me. I always assume it's going to take a certain amount of time. Like even sewing, I go, I could do that in an hour. 4 days later, still there. I'm like, yeah, that's really bad. So I've always told people when they say, how long does it take to get ready? It's like, as long as I've got plus 15 minutes.
Plus 15, yeah. I think it's like for me, it's like an ADHD thing, and it's like, I don't know, if you give me 9 hours to get into drag, I will take every single one of those 9 hours. If you give me an hour, I'll like,
absolutely,
I'm thinking it on. I need the deadline and the anxiety.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I the worst thing is putting on like the whole outfit, and then you realise you forgot like a really important undergarment, and the whole thing has to come back off. How many times I've done that, and I'm like, oh, and all the tights have to come off.
Well, I was going to say, the tights is the thing that just, because you're bent over, so you've got your head between your legs, pulling up tights with nobody behind you.
Yeah.
So that's not pleasurable. But it's also the thing that just makes me overheat.
Yeah.
And so I've gotten into the habit of put your tights on before your makeup.
Yeah. Tights before makeup.
Yes, because otherwise,
yeah,
I'm just like, well, there's no point in doing that makeup.
Yeah.
You have to retouch it now.
So, would that be your least favourite thing about drag?
Tights.
The tights.
The time of the tights. The time of tights.
The time of the tights.
The tights time.
Yeah.
Being tight for time.
Yeah. It is a lot. I mean, do you know what I mean? It takes forever.
Yeah. What's the worst bit about drag?
And then what's your favourite?
Right, the worst bit for me is when I completely mistime something. I hate the panic.
Yeah.
I hate being panicked and rushed because then it all just dominoes out of control.
And then it's like your voice is it easy. You haven't had time to warm up. Then you're like rushing, and then like Ubers take like
Uber's cancelling.
Cancelling.
When you go, we've got one, great, and you've had to wait 9 minutes for it, and then it cancels.
Have you had the thing happen
Once?
Where you go out and they see you in drag and they
once. Only once it's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
In fact, today I got a cab here, and I get in, and the guy just goes, "You look amazing."
You do.
I'm like, "Oh, I love you,
baby. You look gorgeous."
I've had men, which I've had many. But like I got it, and one of them was like, "Do you know what? If you just had normal hair, I wouldn't have known."
Yeah, right.
I was like, "Stop it." And I was wearing this long slit in my dress and I had fishnets on.
Yeah.
I just kept looking back.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
Baby, like, because you know I've got a couple of like the human girls now, and I do quite a little like femme look here and there now. The way they treat you, is so differently when they believe it as well. Yeah, some of these cabbies,
the human hair makes all the difference.
All the diffs. Yeah. And just a light beat, just a little light.
Well, I can't do a light beat.
Little
not on my face.
Chapstick, and neither can I.
I've had no work done.
What? What are you? What are you saying?
What my mum and dad gave, please.
Fasting, what's work?
Fasting nasturtiums.
Nasturtiums, that's the one. What's your favourite thing about drag?
Favourite thing about drag? Making people laugh.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking love it. Like, even if I'm in drag or out of drag, I just love making people laugh.
Yeah.
And surprising people.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
I live for the applause.
Applause.
To be good.
It is.
Yeah.
And
so I did musical theatre. I don't like straight plays because I was like, well, you have to wait till the end for them to clap.
And some of it is so straight. Like, we had to do Shakespeare. Like, I'm still not a fan.
Oh, I played Macbeth.
Did you? How was that? Was it fun?
Loved it.
Did you love it?
Absolutely loved it.
I just don't think, like, I'm not brainy enough. Like, I just want to be
it's
like...
It's not being brainy.
I just didn't get it. But I don't know, maybe I just didn't have, like, I was very young. I was 16.
Oh, well, that's way too young to do something like Macbeth.
I think that all of the Shakespeare was too young for me at that age. But I didn't, like...
I mean, Midsummer Night's Dream, that's a nice light-hearted one.
Yeah, I could just be a fairy. Like...
Yeah, but even the lovers, they're fun. Yeah. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And oh my god, why can't I remember their name?
I'm so tacked on.
The Mechanicals. So they're like the comedy act that's performing.
Okay.
And that's who Bottom is a part of. Look at me being highbrow.
Come on, Bottom.
But yeah, so they're doing this performance and they're doing a comedy kind of fun thing that because they're doing about, I think it's Echo or something. It's whether they have to talk through the wall. I'm having a little moment of my own here.
I know. No, I'm like that. I'm like, I am going all over.
Is there a pulse? Can we feel a pulse? Is she flatlining?
Someone play some Britney Spears, quick, revive her. I mean, no, I do have depth. But it's like in a different way, I guess. It's like I like highbrow pretentious art and things like that.
Yeah.
I just don't like Shakespeare. But I think they put me off at school because I don't know. Here's the thing: as you get more grown in life, you do surprise yourself sometimes, and you're like, "Oh, I'm into that. I didn't think I was." I started boxing last year.
No,
I
those fists.
These little.
Yeah. But then you thought that was a fist.
Not this. Yeah, no, and I was like, oh no, too masculine for me. Loved it. So, you know what? Maybe I could get into Shakespeare.
You're not going to do Shakespeare.
Do Shakespeare.
It's seeing the right production of it.
Yeah, right.
Well, you've got Jonathan Bailey doing Richard II.
Oh, can we just talk about him?
Oh, I saw Jonathan Bailey in Company on the West End playing Jamie, which was Amy originally, where they did the gender swap.
Right.
And I loved him in that.
That's amazing.
It's a great song anyway that he gets.
Yeah, right. I love him. Did you see Wicked?
I did.
Did you love?
I did. So is that what you dressed as today?
I'm just like
Punk alphabet.
like Punk Alphabet, Little Green Fairy. I was like,
I'm looking forward to part 2.
me too, because it's the darker, like
Because because in the West End, in the stage show, I don't like Act 2.
Right.
I don't like how it's done. I think it's a bit panto.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, it's the worst part of musical theatre. Where people say, oh, musical theatre people aren't really actors, it's all this. And you go, you see it and you go, they've made that too kind of...
Too...
yeah.
Yeah, no, I prefer Act 1, I think, but have you read the book?
No, I've never read the book.
Okay, because I prefer, like, some of the music in Act 2 as well. Act 1 as well.
Oh, they've got new songs in Act 2.
For the film?
Yes.
Ooh.
I think Linda's got a new song.
Oh, has she?
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to see what Stephen Schwartz has done with that.
I love Stephen Schwartz. It's amazing. What's the other one that I love? Pippin. I love Pippin.
Oh, Corner of the Sky?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm a Sondheim girl.
Are you?
I love Sondheim.
What's your favourite Sondheim?
So I've done a couple of Sondheims. So my final performance at drama school was Company.
Company, yeah.
I played Bobby.
Bobby,
yeah.
Lovely.
I was actually listening to A Little Night Music the other night. So I've not heard it in ages. I did that years ago with Trinity College of Music.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to like go back there and remember it. I was like, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
And Assassins, fantastic.
Yeah.
Did that in Edinburgh. It was like, we're going through my resume.
The resume, yes.
So,
the resume, the curricula vitae.
What was it?
The CV, the curricula vitae.
Curriculum.
Vitae. What is it?
Curriculum vitae.
Vitae. Is it vitae?
Well, it's Vitae.
Is it Latin?
Vitae. Well, it's Greek that's based on it.
Is it Greek?
Well, I think the AE is Greek, isn't it?
I don't know, darling. I grew up in Wakefield,
Well,
darling.
so curriculum, whether it's then like stadium, stadia. Stadium, stadia.
Yeah.
Curriculum, curricular.
Curricula.
This is us and Sorry, I'm just going. Where was that water?
The water, the agua.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
So we were having some wonderful chats downstairs. Deep. You were sharing some stuff you've gone through, some stuff that's required a lot of bravery, a lot of growth, and a lot of tenacity.
That's a good word.
Where do you think that comes from? What do you think you've learned, and what would be the takeaway that you would share?
I don't share food,
no.
So I would never share a takeaway. No. I think a lot of it is not being brave. That's the thing. I think if you're going through it yourself, I think that's easier than having to watch somebody else go through it.
Got it.
I like everyone's like, I don't know how you cope with it, but you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
If you're going through it, you just have to deal with it. And if I was to wallow in self-pity, then that's not healthy.
Yeah.
That's also not going to get me anywhere. Like, no one's ever gotten anywhere in life by feeling sorry for themselves. Or blaming anyone for anything. Blame has never solved any situation.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, right, this is what's happening right now. Adapt.
Yeah.
And somebody says that, right. I don't know what that sentence is. I hate change, but once it has changed, it feels very comfortable.
Yeah.
There's that whole kind of dynamic of going like, I've got my things that I like doing in my routine, but I don't like it too much of a routine.
Yeah.
But I don't like them other people making me change what I'm doing. I don't know where this is going, but just stick on the journey.
I am. I'm on the train.
So like, if something was to change, I'd like find it weird to start with, but as soon as I've changed, I get into that habit very quickly.
Yeah.
And it becomes habit. And as Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit.
I love that.
And I've had to repeatedly face adversity and recover from it and get on with it. So I think that's now who I am. It's just no matter what happens, I'm just like, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Just that's what life is.
It's all how you deal with it.
Yeah. We just got to do it, roll with punches.
Yeah.
And other such cliches.
But it is a choice, and they're not cliches because it's, but not everyone, people do go through things do want to, like, I don't know, give in to the wallow or the drama of it, I suppose, and it is a choice to kind of.
I do think that wallow is healthy.
Yeah.
Because you need that moment to process and go, I do feel like shit about this, and I can't deny that. So to go through it. In summary, I lost my leg in 2000. I then had cancer in 2016, and I got diagnosed with heart failure in 2024. So there's been a lovely cycle of. I did have quite a long period where I didn't have to have anything going wrong. I don't think, unless I've forgotten something. But those things happen, and you just go, okay, get on with it.
Yeah. Because things are always going to happen.
Oh, yeah, things will happen, and you will eventually die. I'd rather have done something before I die than just wait to die. Yeah. Because I'm not convinced I can die anymore.
I like, girl, it's like, I mean, you know, you're like Cher. You know,
I believe in life after.
I believe in life after love.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are, again, inspirational, tenacious.
I love the word tenacious.
I do as well.
Tenacity more than tenacious.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I think it's a real character trait. It's, you know, it's one of, like, your values that define you as a person. That
I think it's also it's quite a Welsh thing.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're very kind of blunt and very honest
and real.
Yeah, and I think that's where it comes from. And I'm from a family that, like, I don't know if you have this, and like, I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I think it's like kind of my brother has. He's had the official diagnosis, and my family are very neurodivergent, all of us. Yeah. But the thing is, I find with ADHD is that you can empathise perfectly. Like, you're so good at empathy. That's why performers are great. ADHD performers are great because they can read the room. Yeah. And you know if it's going well. Exactly. And like, go with the flow. What we're not good at is sympathy. Because we like problem solving. So we don't like to go, oh, that's awful. I saw what poor you. It's always a case of, well, here's some things you can do to make it better. Yeah. And my family is very much like that. Right. And I've always been like that. And so I sometimes have to check myself, because it's that case of, if somebody's telling you something, you go, right, are you looking for me just to listen, or do you want to give you advice as well? Because I need to check that, because I will just start giving you...
That's what I like to do. I'm a problem solver. Yeah. I'm like, okay, how can we move through this? And I have to, I'm sorry, but like that checking it, I mean, like, do you just want me to listen, be here? Or would you like
because also listening is very difficult to be a passive listener. Yeah. Like, I will have to chip in, and I will finish some of your sentences for you. Yeah.
You get there. Well, you get there sooner as well. You're like, I know exactly what you're trying to say, and then you're like,
yeah. Oh God, yeah. The impatience of waiting. Very impatient. Yeah.
I have some questions.
Fire away.
Quizzes. What is the one guilty pleasure you hope that nobody knows about?
The thing is, I don't have things that I'm such an open book. Yeah. That no matter what I'm doing, I tell everybody about it.
Love that.
And sometimes I've overshared, where people...
I overshare so much.
Oh my God.
And then I get the worst anxiety about it. I'm like, oh my God, you told too much, you annoyed everyone, and like...
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone hates me. Oh my God, they have a moment today because I did something last night which must have been awful. Yeah, absolutely. I find that on stage as well. What I love... Okay, you asked me earlier on about my favourite thing with drag, and I said about laughing. Yeah. Therapy. Drag is my therapy. Yeah. Whatever's going on in my life, I talk about on stage. Yeah. Lovely. And it's a way of processing it. And you're just seeing how people have responded to it. I don't need them to say anything. I can see how they responded to it. I did the right thing there because they did that. I did the wrong thing there because they were like, oh. Yeah. It is my therapy. Drag is my therapy, my church, my religion.
Your truth. Your vibes. I mean, I found drag very healing. I sometimes like the awkwardness though. You know, when you're like shocking some people, and people are just like, where is this going? This absolute chaos.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like,
and then I put a bow in it at the end and go, oh.
Yeah.
No, what I love doing is taking it to that point where people are like, oh my God, is she going to say it? Is she going to say it? Is she going to say it? And just changing it slightly. And then they don't know whether to laugh. Yeah. Because they found it funny, but they don't know if it's right to laugh. Yeah. Especially as a disabled performer. So I can go all out with the disability stuff.
Yeah.
And able-bodied people are so uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable, yeah.
The same happens straight people get uncomfortable talking about.
When you're like, oh, I'm a faggot, and everyone's like, they bristle. I'm like, guys, I am a faggot. It's just a word. Who cares?
Now, for me, the word faggot means like kidney, liver, lungs, and everything minced into a little ball.
Those balls.
Yeah,
Have you tried them?
Yes. So my dad used to play rugby.
Yeah.
When I was little. I'm Welsh.
Yeah.
Like rugby.
Yeah.
So I used to love going to the rugby because afterwards you go to the clubhouse, we'd have faggots and peas with chips, loads of vinegar.
Oh, lovely.
We used to love faggots and peas. Don't eat
No?
No. Well, fish, yes.
Yeah, a little bit of fish.
Love a bit of fish.
What's your favourite fish?
Favourite fish? Oh, I love prawn.
No.
What I've had recently was lobster thermidor fish cakes. Sainsbury's Taste the Difference. Check them out.
You can taste the difference. That's £2 more, darling. Say no.
£2? You're bloody...
Is that it?
£2 more.
£2 more.
£2 on it. Nice label.
I've not been to Say No's for a while. There's not one round here.
No, I've got a local one.
Have you got?
I got a nice big one I can walk to.
Oh, I like a nice big one.
I know, in walking distance.
In walking distance.
Less than 400 metres.
Less than 400 metres. With some money off.
I could have come.
Yeah. Talking about money, if money was no object for you, what would you do tomorrow?
I would love to see, not the world, I don't give a shit about the people of the world. I want to see the natural world and animals and then natural environment like the Okavango Delta.
Where's that?
It's in Botswana.
Okay, yeah.
So, and it's a place that's not going to be around forever, especially with climate change. So it's like, I really want to see all of these places. Also, I'd love to fund a massive exploration into the lost civilizations of the Earth.
Beautiful.
I go down many a rabbit hole. Actually, that's probably my guilty pleasure.
Rabbit holes.
No, the rabbit hole of lost civilization that was lost after the Younger Dryas impact.
Wow. You're so brainy.
No, I just have
Miss Eileen. Yeah. Maybe you're using it.
Micro-learning.
Micro-learning. I love that. What do you think are the biggest things you've learnt in life?
Biggest things I've learnt in life. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
FG. That was my big motto when I was at university.
Yeah.
Fuck guilt.
Fuck guilt. Because it's learnt.
Really is.
It's learnt.
And
it's made up. It's made up learning. Whoever's like taught you the guilt and the shame, it's like something that has been written or created. It's not true.
Well, I grew up during Section 28. My whole secondary education, there was Section 28.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has scarred me emotionally.
Me too.
For life.
Yeah.
And that guilt, that underlying guilt, and that feeling like you're always kind of like, I should be hiding this. It's horrible.
Awful.
See, like what that government did to the kids of this country was so wrong. But it's going back there. That's the danger. It's sliding back there.
It is really scary. No, I mean, girl, I relate. I remember at school, kids shouting out, "Oh, you're queer, you're gay," this, that, and the other in the classroom, and I would like come back at them with something, and I would be the one hauled to the headmaster to get told off because they weren't even allowed to acknowledge we exist. And it is going back there, removing,
deleting
us, trying to erase us. But you can't. There's always going to be
no need for that language.
Which one? Can't.
You can't.
Oh.
Thank God audiences aren't this slow.
Oh, I've had an hard morning, darling. My husband was on my back about completing my tax return. I've got like 1 day to do the damn thing.
Oh, don't, because I managed to do mine. I finished it. I told myself a deadline.
Yeah.
That I needs to get it done by Tuesday.
Yeah.
I got it done by 5 a.m. Wednesday morning. So to me, that's till Tuesday because I haven't gone to bed. I was like, yes.
Get it in.
As the actress said to the bishop.
I just said to the bishop, what would be the thing that you love most about life?
Interestingly enough, the thing I love most about life is the thing I also hate the most about life.
Okay.
People. People can be amazing, gorgeous, lovely, but people can be the worst thing ever.
You can't have one without the other. It's
like love and marriage.
It's like
a horse and carriage.
Like a horse and carriage. I was thinking about this recently because, as you know, I'm moving to Australia and I've been in a new space, and I'm just like, you know, it brings up all the anxieties of being queer and being out in like a new city. It's like coming out again. You're like, oh, how am I going to fit in? How's it all going to go? Because, you know, I still get things in or out of drag, people saying stuff, but then you also get people being like, oh my god, you're amazing, so it's like you can't have the yin without the yang, the joy without the other, and I'd rather just be myself and have to put up with a bit of this, that the other, and
you can't be everything to everyone.
No, nor should you want to.
No, because that means you're bland.
Yeah.
Everyone likes the like ready salted crisps, but they're not interesting. They're not full of flavour.
Yeah.
And they don't excite anyone.
Yeah.
I'd rather be exciting and full of flavour.
You are exciting and full of flavour. Yeah. What's the thing you're most proud of yourself?
Oh, I don't really do proud. So that's the thing. Hubris is such an awful trait.
Hubris? Explain.
Well, pride. I'm stubborn as I'm with your pride. I don't like. I'm always reality checking myself. Like, even if I think I've done something amazingly, the next day I will then pick it apart.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy the moment when the moment's happening, but then I'll have to check myself.
Right.
Because I can be somebody that, if something goes well, I'll get cocky.
Okay.
And I have to remember, don't get cocky.
Yeah.
You can always be better.
Yeah.
So I'm always
staying humble.
Just checking with that. I don't want to be too humble.
Well, you've got to believe in yourself as well. Yeah. And that's what just. But I mean, my thing is that I would do the pick apart thing.
Yeah.
Of like anything I created and be like, oh, you know, but being able to see what was good and that's taken time to get there, to be appreciative of the journey and what's good. Oh, yeah, I'm really proud of that bit. And yeah, I can see those tweaks and jitter. But sometimes, I mean, you know, in the past, it's taken me like a year, 2 years, 3 years to look back on stuff and be like, oh, no, I'm really proud you did that, actually. But in the moment, it can be, I don't know, a bit harder attained. I enjoy it, but I'm also like... So
I think I'm kind of like the opposite, where I really enjoy it and I'm proud of myself in the moment. But then I'll like, that moment fades.
And then it's gone. And then
and moments are just moments. Otherwise they're going to be moments.
A moment like...
I was thinking...
one moment.
No.
This is your moment.
No.
I think that's all I've got.
Moment in the woods.
Oh.
Into the woods.
Oh.
So by the baker's wife.
I'll go and give us.
Did he kiss me? Did I kiss him back?
No,
this time. Oh no, is it? No, anyway. Well, no. There's Cinderella. No, it is the baker's wife.
What?
I've just started mixing it in with Steps of the Palace.
Okay. We've really been doing our theatre thing, haven't we? Two little stage called girls.
You can't kill the theatre. I said the theatre queen.
You cannot. Any role. Which role? Which role?
Oh,
in or out of drag.
Oh, well, so out of drag. So basically, I'd want to do the whole show in and out of drag.
Okay.
Because I want to play Sweeney Todd and Mrs. Lovett.
Oh, that's a good one. I can see that for you.
I've done it. So a few years back, I applied for Drag Race, and it was. You had to do 2 lip syncs. You had to do one to a RuPaul song, and then one of any song you were choosing. So I did the RuPaul one, and I could not decide what to do for the other one. And then Angela Lansbury died, and I went, oops, sorry. Forgive me.
Eileen just hit her tit, which had her mic on for the podcast listeners. If you heard that, you just got a cheeky little whack from Miss Eileen Eiffel.
So Angela Lansbury died. I went, well, that's it. I'm doing Worst Pies in London.
Okay.
And that's something I still will watch that video back, and I'm like, love it. Because I recreated the look that she had for the Broadway production of it.
Beautiful. And
it's a song that I know, and it's like, I didn't have to learn that, because...
I love that you did that. So out of the box for them.
Yeah. And I looked so different. Like, I look at it and I go, I don't even recognise me as being that person. And that's why I really...
I would love to see you on there. You'd be amazing.
Well, see what happens. The problem is, every time they release like the audition dates now to do your video stuff, things keep bloody happening. So last year was when I got diagnosed with heart failure.
Right.
The year before, my mother was diagnosed with suspected ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can't because I might have to go there. She's all good.
Yeah,
so
good.
Well done. Mum, love you.
All right, Mum.
All right, oh, Mum.
All right, Mum. Give us a catch.
All right, Mum, yeah, babe. You're right. Yeah, lovely. So yeah, things keep happening at that time of year, which then stop me doing it. But I'm determined I will do it.
Do it this year.
I'll apply.
I would love to see you on there. I would love us both in there. We would be both fabulous. Yes. And I'd love to tour together as well. Like a little like God.
We'd be annoying as hell.
Oh, we'd be.
Everybody
like no, they would love us. Love to hear them.
We just talk over each other and nobody else to say a word.
I mean, I feel like we are an acquired taste, but those with good taste.
Yeah,
I think.
Absolutely. It's like olives.
Like olives.
You need a mature palate.
What have you got coming up? What have you got? Anything you want to promote?
What have I got coming up? So I've got, well, it depends on when this is going to go out. If it's worth promoting it or not.
Yes.
So, I've got this fun little project, which is I'm doing an alternative Valentine's.
Okay.
On Thursday the 13th of February at the Blackstock pub in Finsbury Park.
Okay, fabulous.
Which is a pub I've been to a couple of times after being at UAL. So UAL have also residence in Finsbury Park. And when I performed there, a couple of times was on Wednesday, which just so happens to be days when Arsenal play.
Okay, yeah.
And this pub is an Arsenal pub.
Yeah.
So we've ended up going there in full drag for a drink after doing the thing, where it's Arsenal supporters.
Fabulous. Amazing.
The first time it turned up, the woman on the door, Darlene, love you, Darlene, was like, I don't think it'd be a good idea for you to come in.
Okay.
And I was like, really? Because all those guys in the window are shouting, come in, come in.
Yes.
So she's like, all right, but if there's any trouble, let me know.
Okay.
We went in and, like, come on, I love attention.
Of
and
course.
I got so much attention. So then we just kept having free drinks brought over to us from the bar. Yeah. Just going like, I'm so sorry for even questioning this.
Yeah.
So the next time we went there, she's like, open arms, come on in, everyone's waiting for you, kind of thing. Yeah. So, and she's been showing me pictures of the punters have been taking with me. Oh. And like, older guys, they're just like, can I have a photo of you, please, Darlene?
I love that.
Oh, get it with me. And then he's taking the photos like, well, Wolf's going to fucking kill me if she sees this.
I love it.
I love it. I love.
So against type, queer representation.
So because of that, I'm now going to be doing a night there and probably doing, like, if it goes well, start doing more nights.
This is so fierce.
I love it. I love the fact that it's just a chance to randomly walking into a pub in full drag and then end up working.
And bringing it into, like, that sort of, like, very, very hetero, like, really, like, football-y sort of, like...
When I went there with the football song, there was somebody saying, oh, I'm actually his friend.
Okay.
So, like, he was, like, under his breath, like, kind of quietly saying it. And I'm like, I don't think you need to be, like, be kind of quiet about it. I think we've moved on a lot, especially, like, North London is kind of...
Yes.
Like, the only comment I got was when I was outside and this girl walked past us. What was the girls?
What'd she say?
Girls, loosen the fuck up. Like, she just said, what the hell is you? Ugh. And I'm like...
Yeah.
I'm not even in the same bar as you. You're walking past.
For me, it's like... It's not even like the comments are what they make, because I know it's a reflection of themselves and that whatever they're, you know, projecting. It's why do you have to? And I guess all you can do is like pray for them and feel sorry for them, because they're obviously in a more miserable place. Because why would you? It just never ever comes into my head to ever want to make anyone feel bad about anything, and to like definitely to like shout something out or to like, I don't know. It's just such a different.
Like, I was having no interaction with her at all. I wasn't even talking to people she was with, and I was like, oh, bitch, why are you even bothering?
Yeah.
What's happened to you that you need to do this? So I did do something. There was some... At one point, somebody was going past on a scooter and it said something.
Yeah.
So I got my handbag and knocked him off the scooter.
Yes! Yes, Quentin!
And then the next week when I was there, they were like, oh, here she goes! Watch out! She's got to go with the handbag!
Brilliant. Amazing. You're badass.
Oh, I'm just like, if you want to do that, feel my cheap plastic in your face.
I love this one. This
that would probably cut them.
Heartbreaker.
Yes.
You customised this, didn't you?
I did. I love a little custom.
So cute. If you can see. Eileen.
So useful. You could put so much in there. I can't even put my phone in.
So, okay, let's do some quick fire ones.
Go on.
Favourite, so book you'd recommend, album and movie at the moment, or it could be like your best ever.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned it. Right. So book-wise, oh God, now this is why I don't remember the name of it. A Brief History of Everything,
Ooh.
Bill Bryson. I love that because it goes from the start of the universe through history up to modern day.
Nice.
And it's just like a kind of a whimsical.
It's on the bookshelf. The husband's got that.
Love it. It's a really good read.
Yeah, okay.
Especially for an ADHD because it just goes through so quickly. So it's great.
Yeah.
Another one that I love. This one I had to read at school and it stuck with me so vividly in my head, which is Aldous Huxley's Brave New World.
Okay.
That's great.
I've read that. It's amazing. Brave New World. Yeah, fabulous.
Album-wise, see, I find albums difficult. Because I'm not going to tell us that.
Or favourite artist, that new artist that you've gotten into?
New artist that I've gotten into. Now this is where my mind goes blank because I've got my playlist. Whenever I hear something and I like it, it goes into a playlist. Okay. So it's all my favourite tracks. So things like, my playlist starts with Portugal the Man.
Okay, feel it.
Love that song.
Yes,
absolutely love it.
Tune.
But then I love things like Malheur, which is a French rap, but with a bit of a twist, by Ceinture Noire. Look at me, so I parle. C'est parce que je parle français. Mais on habite en France, alors je tente de parler.
Je m'appelle Glitzy j'habite Stoke-Newton, en Londres, en Angleterre. Mon chien s'appelle George. Il a 4 ans.
Il est très mignon aussi. Hein?
Oui. Yeah, my dad's French.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't know him. Found him last year. Didn't want to know him.
You didn't want to know?
Wrote a song about him.
Oh God! Is that on the new album?
Yeah, it's good.
When's the album being released?
It's called Où est mon père?
Is it not?
Where's my dad?
Well, I know that.
Where's my dad? Nowhere to be found. But
where's my père?
Mind the pain, darling. That's what I say. Mind the pain, reframe the shame.
Mind the gap, please. The station is oval.
Mind the gap.
That's a lovely one. Mind the gap. The station is oval.
The station is over. Darling, she's just full of surprises. All right. What about your
it's a film.
Dinner? Oh,
film. See this. Oh my God! Do you know what I'm really excited about?
No.
Gremlins 3. I sort of think that
I did not know that was happening.
Yes. It's talks about Christopher Columbus, isn't it? Is it Christopher Columbus?
Wow, I didn't know that was happening.
So I love Gremlins.
Me too.
And fucking love Gremlins 2. It's where the sequel is better than the original.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
the female gremlin.
Or whatever it is. Love it. Looks like he's pressing at you. At least it's French. Yeah. I'm really excited for Gremlins 3. So the Gremlins franchise, I've always loved. I've even got the thing on my wall at home, which is little Gizmo, Mogwai, which is like do not water.
So cute.
I can't remember any tunes at the moment.
What is it? It's something like that.
I used to have a rabbit called Gizmo.
Did you? I love it.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, I'm like it's camp. That is camp, isn't it?
But also Bright Light, Bright Light. I love Bright Light, Bright Light.
The band.
Well, the artist. Yeah.
The artist. Yeah.
Who's Welsh?
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know they were Welsh. Yeah, I like Bright Light, Bright Light.
Love mashups.
Oh, I love getting mashed up. Dinner party.
Yes.
Who are you having?
Julie Walters.
Oh, yes.
Fucking love Julie Walters.
Yeah.
Lisa Tarbuck.
Yeah.
Love Lisa Tarbuck. Because I feel like Lisa Tarbuck is sometimes inside my head.
Okay.
Because just the random shit that comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm there.
I'm channeling her.
I live.
Yeah.
Live for her.
Love. Hallelujah.
Who else? I think that's enough. Those two.
Just you three alone.
Yeah, I don't want to share them because I think they'd be bloody hilarious.
You're bloody hilarious.
Thank you.
I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. You're everything. So inspiring. So funny. So gorgeous. Look at this beauty. Please tell the listeners, the GP, the general public, anything that you'd like to share at Eileen Eiffel.
At Eileen Eiffel, EILEEN EIFFELL.
You heard it here first. Anything else you'd like to say for yourself, darling?
You
Me?
are gorgeous.
Oh, thanks, darling.
I'm going to miss you.
Oh.
Because as soon as you move, you will be dead to me.
Come and stay, please.
All right.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be on the beach.
She's saying this, right? Do you know how long ago she asked, you must come round for dinner. You only live up the road. Have I been here for dinner? No.
Do you know what? No one has. But you know, we work all the time, don't we? Evenings. And it's like...
Yeah.
It's just... And getting everyone on the same schedule. And I think in the 2 years we've been at this place, we've only had guests around once. That's like... But that's London.
It's London, isn't it? It's London. Well, I have guests around all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where's my invite?
Well, I don't like you.
Well, there you go.
I'm waiting for mine first. I will reciprocate.
This was it.
Reciprocity.
What do you want? Some cheese and toast? Something after?
Cheese and toast.
Would you? All right.
Actually, would
yeah, I should make you a snack jar then.
How do you take your cheese on toast? Comment below.
I like mine with a bit of Vegemite and a bit of hot sauce.
See, Vegemite. Love it.
Love. I've got Vegemite. I also like a bit of Worcestershire sauce.
Absolutely love.
Loves it.
I would love that one too.
Can I have a catch?
Of course you can, babe.
I love you.
That wasn't a coach. That was an English.
That was an English. Well, that was
demi-semi-hemi hug.
That was a drag coach.
No, why? But I really got you to say demi-semi-hemi.
Demi-semi-hemi.
Because I've always wondered why are there three ways of saying half?
Hemi.
Like a hemisphere.
Hemisphere. That's half as well.
I know. That's what I said. Demi-semi-hemi.
Yeah, but I didn't know the third one, darling.
Well,
I'm learning so much. That's a lovely thing.
I do have kids that want tuition. I do tutor science and maths, GCSE and physics, maths at A level.
You're so clever.
No, it's just that I've got that in my back pocket.
I know, but like to have the left brain and the right brain, like science, I got like biology. I love. I got like a B for GCSE. Maths, girl. I just got algebra, and I was like,
Maths is my favourite. It's like a meditation,
right?
Because you can take chaos and then make order out of it, and it's so satisfying.
Yeah, right.
And you know if you're right or not.
Do you love like quantum physics and things?
I've been reading a book actually about quantum physics. Reality is not what it seems.
Yeah.
The discovery of quantum physics.
Sometimes I get Jonas like in bed to like talk to me about like quantum physics.
While he's using crisps.
Like taught science to me.
While he's sat on bubble wrap.
I love it. I find it so sexy when like someone can like do something. I'm so sapiosexual like that. I'm like, you can do that and I can't.
Yeah. Actually about genitalia of animals.
But alphabet, like a, you know.
The alphabet is beyond me.
The algebra. No, never been able to at a private maths tutor.
You use algebra in everyday life without realising.
Go on, tell me how.
So, like, if you're trying to work out how much something's going to cost, it's like, right, if I need, like, 14 of these and there's 5 in a packet, then that's algebra.
Okay.
So you're working out, so there's 5 top packets, so how many packets do I need? Where, like, the number of packets is X.
Right.
You're using algebra. That's algebra.
That's such a simple way of explaining it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a really good tutor.
You are a really good tutor, because it was just like, I was just like, but I don't understand why it's X and why that's Y.
Because it's the unknown, it's the one that changes. It's like, depending on how much you need, that number will change.
Okay. So, and it could be applied to anything, and that's the whole point.
All the time.
With everything. Okay, yeah. I get it now, but I am medicated now, so my brain does work differently.
No.
You just explained algebra to me in like 2 seconds.
Okay.
You are amazing. Yeah. If you want a tutor, you want a superstar, you want a laugh, find this absolute queen legend. I love you. Peace out. Lots of love.